Hey, good morning. It is Thursday the 7th. I can't believe we're already a week into December. Um, I'm on day 18 of my Define My Day planner for this month. And Thursday is usually the day where I start to feel it, right? So Monday, I'm super focused and full of energy. Tuesday, maybe wrapping some things up from Monday, and still doing pretty good. Yesterday is when I start getting it's that Wednesday hump day feeling. You're like, oh God, and maybe you have things that are taking longer, frustrating. There's other things piling up on your plate, and that's what happens to me. I mean, I was running around, and we had plans. We got a Christmas tree last night, and it was just, by the end of the day, I was just done. So now Thursday is that day where I really need to regroup and just think, okay, I have 2 full work days, and if I don't want to ruin my weekend or leave something for Monday, what do I have to do today? And so that's my process on a Thursday. Like, all right, so now, all right, what's the most effective use of my time today? And just going through that whole process. So again, I have my list of things that I could potentially be doing on the right side. I go to my milestones and see what I haven't finished yet, and I look at those 2 lists and then come up with what my 3 priorities for the day are going to be. So that's the way I'm going about my Thursday right now. Yeah, and I would the Steeler game is on tonight, so I do have my kid has a basketball game at 5, and then we have something else to do together at 6, and I still have to make dinner. So, I want to be able to hopefully sit down, relax, and watch the Steelers get beat by a bad Patriots team. So that's my plan. That's my plan. Good morning, Facebook user. I don't know who you are, but good morning. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. What do you guys? How's your Thursday go? What's going on with your? Do you have the same sort of cadence as me? Like you're kind of up here on a Monday, and then good, and then Wednesday you're like and then Thursday, what the heck? Good morning. Another Facebook user. In the user group, it doesn't show me the names of the people that are commenting. I don't know why it does that. It used to, years ago, it used to show me your names, but it doesn't do that anymore. Or maybe it asks you if you can show your name. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you guys, if you're watching this, I know I've seen a couple of people come circle back and comment as they watch the recordings. If you're watching this, do you have the same cadence? And how do you get through a Thursday? How do you regroup on a Thursday? Hey, Carrie. Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. In fact, it was your comment that I saw yesterday. Little different for me since I'm retired, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. So what's the cadence? Okay, so if you're retired, what is the cadence of your week? Do you have do the weekends and weekdays matter, or are you pretty much just on a routine for the 7 days of the week? Because I can imagine, especially me, when I'm not in this busy season, or when my kids are not in school, we don't handle weekdays quite the same way. I don't have this feeling, right? So for me, I'm not in a corporate world, so I'm not locked into a 5-day work week. And for the past couple of weeks, I've actually been working through my weekends. So I've been working almost 7 days a week, which contributes to my my Thursday off the cliff plunge. But when you're retired, do you have the ability in your mind? Do you have the ability to keep it even, or do you still experience like the days where you're super focused and productive, and then other days where you're just burnt out and exhausted? Or are you able to even that out more easily? Oh, and Kathy, hi Kathy. Oh, we got some veterans with me this morning. Thanks for joining me. Yeah. So let me know how that works out for you. Because for me, um, the only day that I try to relax a little bit this season is on a Sunday, and sometimes that doesn't even work because I'm doing so much housework. Because if I work on a Saturday, I'm not doing the housework. I'm not doing the chores. Try to keep it even, but doesn't always work. And I think that's the nature of life too, right? Like, so, it's funny. Like I see similarities in so many different things. Like, when we exercise, you sprint for a little bit, or you work hard and you take a rest, and you go back, and you just have that back and forth, and then hopefully your health settles in the middle, right? You're not always exhausted all the time, but you're always not always exerting a ton of energy. And I feel like that expands its way out to regular life. Like, we have days where we have to hustle, and then we have days where we can relax, and hopefully we end up in between most other days. But yeah, this is my, like, this until mid-January is like my sprint, and it doesn't help that it's also holidays and that there's a lot of family distractions and kids activities, and there's a lot going on. So yeah, trying to keep track of all of it is like impossible. Have you? I'm going to ask one thing before I go. Have you found the assessment? Have you guys been using the assessment on the? It's in the files in the user group. We also give it out for free with like starter kits and stuff. You might have gotten it as a download if you purchased a starter kit, or maybe even a productivity pack recently. But the assessment is like a 12 area of life assessment to help kind of guide you when you're picking your direction as you move forward. And I recommend that people do it once a week. But it's a new thing, so we haven't really talked about it a whole lot in the midst of doing all this other stuff. But I feel like it's really useful when I do it, and I haven't gotten in the habit of doing it every week, but I think I need to, because I find it really useful. Um, have you had an opportunity to go through that real quick, and has it helped you determine or given you any insight in where you are currently? You haven't seen it. Okay, so it's actually, if you look in the user group right now, it's at the very top of the user group, and I think it even says, let me look real quick. Yeah, so it's in the featured section, and it says free tool alert, and then it gives you the defined life assessment. It's a PDF add-on, and so you can download that, print it out, and I recommend it. And I haven't worked it into my schedule quite, like my routine quite yet, that it's automatic for me. I have to think about it to do it, but I recommend doing it probably once a week, if not once a week, once a month. And it just has like 12 areas of life, and you rate where you feel you are, and you can get that visual perception of where you may be in need of some attention. And I found it really useful. I did it as an exercise, a different version of it. This is done. The one I've done here was things that I felt were important for a Define My Day user. But I did one at like a holistic retreat a while back, and it was different focuses in that wheel there. But once when you do it, you think, wow, yeah, like, okay, now I have some perspective here. So check that out. Let me know how you guys like it. Let's see. That's pretty much it. That's kind of my day. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I need to regroup and try to bust out as much as I can before the weekend. I really do. I have the kids this weekend, so I really want to be able to hang out and do some stuff outside. All right. Well, that's all I have for this morning. This is a quick check-in. I will not be able to be here for tomorrow morning. I have an early morning. I have to do some things, but I will pop on live one time this weekend, and I will be on the Define My Day, like the public page, not in the user group, and we can talk about a couple things. I might even talk about the self-assessment. Maybe we can have a little group session about that, just to help people find it. All right, good. Well, cool. Hey, ladies, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here in the morning with me. And yeah, have a good morning. I'll talk to you very soon.